Hello, hello. This is Jen. I hope everybody's good. I'm here with an energy update. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you're not new. Thank you for being here. And let's get into it because there's a lot of things happening in the universe right now. What's today's date? December the 7th? I believe so. Yeah. So Tuesday, December 7th. And if you look at the Schumann resonances for today, and especially last night, they're off the chart. They're crazy. I didn't sleep all night, or practically didn't sleep. I slept maybe like 3 or 2 hours. And I could feel like there was a windstorm outside, or I don't know what, but I could feel that or hear it going on outside, and I could feel it going on in my energy body. In the middle of the night, I regained control of my physical body in such an abrupt way. I don't know what happened there, but it was just weird. It was just like as if I had been dropped in my body. Like bang, go back right away. It's urgent kind of thing. So I need to meditate on that and figure out what that was, because it was something. I don't know how to explain it. But yet again, we had a solar eclipse on December 4th, so just a few days away. And this brought, of course, new energies that are chaotic. They're here to cleanse. They're here to purge. They're here to help us let go. And if you don't notice it in yourself, perhaps you're noticing it with other people, but there's this massive wave of awakening that is going on right now, where people are suddenly being aware of some emotions that were oven is in the dinner is in the oven, so that's what you just heard. There's this wave of people that are suddenly being aware of their own emotions and feelings that had been tucked away, gently put away. And it's they're making their way back to their surface, and it could be a little bit disturbing for a lot of people depending on the nature of those feelings and emotions. And perhaps you are feeling this on yourself as well. Perhaps you are dealing with old stuff from early on in your life, your childhood, stuff with your parents, or yet again, stuff from past lives. And it's always the same thing. It's either coming from this lifetime or a past life. So, I mean, to me, there's no secret there. Sometimes it's difficult to see, is this from this lifetime or a past life, and what past life and what happened in this past life that still has an influence on this one. But it's always the same. It comes from somewhere. You're not making this up. So a lot of people are taken onto the roller coaster ride of sensitivity. They are being taken into the extremes of their own sensitivity so that they can connect to their hearts and create that channel where those emotions can be released or can be felt and can be faced. A lot of people have been going through their life on like the automatic pilot kind of thing, just going on about, work, friends, family, and without, I want to say, too much disturbance as opposed to other people. If you've been working on yourself and working on your spiritual ascension, you've had a lot of disturbance in your life. You've been dealing with the high highs and the low lows. Perhaps you've been judged or been seen as the crazy person for being so sensitive, for not being able to hold your emotions at times. When in fact, it's absolutely normal to express our emotions. It's normal to cry when we feel happiness, joy, or sadness. It's normal to feel angry when something is hurting us or when someone is attacking us. It's normal to feel angry. And we need to learn to express these emotions, to let them out, because if we don't, they stay bottled inside. They create something else. They create diseases. They create uncomfortable places or way to be. They create stuff that we don't want, basically. They create negativity. So and of course we're not educated to deal with our emotions. We're not educated to rely on ourselves to manage our emotions. But now is the time to do it. Now is this time where people are waking up to that. And that solar eclipse we had was so strong. Like the influx of energy is so crazy that there's no place to run. There's no place to hide. There's only space to deal. So might as well deal with it, right? And again, I feel like I'm repeating myself. I feel like I've been saying the same thing year after year after year for the past, 4 years, almost 5 years now. And yet I still feel pulled or called to come on here and speak about it. So that's what I'm doing right now. I don't feel like I have a lot of new things to bring out there. I feel like it's more of a support kind of energy update. Hey, don't give up, because there's good things after the storm, you know? As you go through the storm, you may feel like your life is over or a part of your life is over. And it's kind of true. A part of your life is over. For a new one, you're going to replace it with a new one. And that release is painful. It is. I know it is for me. And that's how I've been feeling lately. I've been feeling like my life is over. And those are the wrong word. The right sentence should be, my life as I know it is over. There's a huge difference. As I know it. Those 4 little words add such a difference. And think about it. My life as I know it is over. And that could be easy to deal with. The part that is not so easy to deal with is the unknown, the not knowing what's coming. And a lot of people at this time of the year, this time in energy, are feeling like the year is over, 2021 is over, and they're already into 2022, preparing their year, working for whatever is about to come in 2022. So a lot of people, if you're feeling like your life is over, that's probably where you're at. You're probably already working on your January, February manifestation. It may not be 100% conscious, but you can energetically feel it, most probably. I know I do. I know I'm already working on manifesting whatever is coming up in spring for me. That may sound weird as you hear it, but it makes sense for me. I've been through this phase where a couple of weeks ago, things were so heavy and dense, I couldn't wait for this solar eclipse to show up. And mind you, there's probably something going on with the moon. I haven't checked, but we're probably close to a new moon or something like that. I haven't checked the calendar. But for the past 2 weeks, it has been so heavy. And I've been crying a lot. I've been seeing people cry. And cry in a way where, there's a lot of release. There's a lot of stuff coming out. And that cry needed to happen so badly. And also coming from people that, it was unexpected. Seriously unexpected. So if you've been feeling this way, rest assured that, it's normal. Okay, so we had a new moon on December 4th as well. So yeah, I should have known. Solar eclipse. Sorry that I wasn't quick on that one, but yeah, new moon, solar eclipse at the same time. I'm not an astrologer. So yeah, I've seen people that previously seemed to be pretty good at managing their own emotions suddenly break down in tears. Suddenly having an anxiety attack. Suddenly having a, panic attack to the point of going to the hospital because they thought they were having a heart attack. So that's the massive wave of awakening I was speaking of at the beginning of this video. A lot of people are going through this, and just pay attention to what these people are saying. Their words have changed. Their perception of life has changed, and they are seeing relationships completely differently. They, for a lot of them, they are opening up about their inner lives, which they probably never did before. And suddenly they start talking about what's going on within them, in their hearts, not their mind, their hearts. So it's very beautiful in one way, but it's also painful to watch. It's bittersweet. It's beautiful because for people that have been working at this for a long time, they're like, finally, other people are getting there. But it's painful to see people in pain, to see people going through what we've been through years back. And mind you, at this point, it's going to be a lot easier for them because a lot of other people have done the work, have been there before, and have opened so many doors that now it's going to be a lot faster, a lot easier, and a lot lighter. The purging is going a lot faster as opposed to what it was years ago, where it would, take months to clear something. Now we clear it in matters of minutes and sometimes seconds. What matters at this point is that we don't stop. We can take a pause, we can take a break, but we need to keep going at it. We need to continue moving forward as a big family, especially with all the craziness that is going on with the current situation. I personally feel that it's going to be over sooner than we think, but I don't want to, say too much about it. It's just a feeling that I get. It's just usually my body is very reactive to what's going on in the collective, and I feel like something has been released on that matter energetically. Here in Canada and Montreal, we still need to wear the mask wherever we go, and it happened 3 times last week where I walked into a store without a mask because I completely forgot about putting the mask on. When I do things like that, it usually means something. It's my energy, my soul, my intuition telling me something. And it was, when it happened, of course I noticed as soon as I walked into the store, I was like, oh geez, I forgot my mask. I usually never forget. That's what you need to remember here. I usually never forget. And when I did that, those 3 times, it was just supernatural. I was just in the flow, getting out of my car, going into the store, and the mask was just like not on my mind at all. So I feel like this situation is going to be over sooner than we think. But mind you, we still have some time to go, okay? I don't want to get into the timelines and the time frames because first, anything can change. Second, I'm not always good with time frames. And third, it's not very healthy because we don't want to hang on to, time frames because everything can shift in the matter of seconds. So we need to keep our vibrations and energy very, very high, very pure, very clean. We need to take a look at ourselves, especially now that we're in December, in that, we're going towards the end of the year. So it's the perfect time to just take a look at everything in your life, take a look at yourself, take a look at what you've done in the past year, take a look at the people in your life, and make the proper decisions, choices, and actions to support your spiritual ascension. Geez, can you imagine? I said ascensions. Imagine if we had more than one. Whew. That would be crazy. But no, align your decisions according to your spiritual ascension. And maybe you're going like, what is she saying? If you do that, you allow flow in your life. You allow flow to take you where you need to go. And when I say flow, I refer to the energy, the flow, the universe, God, the central sun. And as long as you align to that, you'll be taken care of. And it's crazy the things that can happen when you're in flow. When you allow that energy, that intelligence in your life, anything can happen. You can transform anything that went wrong into something that goes well or turns out to be good or positive. You just need to allow it. And since we are antennas, what you need to do is put yourself in a position of receiving that energy. So you can either use visual techniques, cognizant techniques where you feel, or whatever technique that works for you. I know what works for me is picturing, because I'm very visual. I'm clairvoyant, so it's easy for me to imagine with my mind's eye, my third eye. It's easy for me to put images there and to receive them as well. But for me, what works is picturing a big, big field of bright white light, pure light, coming from the universe, coming from the source, entering my body and coming out from my heart. And as it comes out from my heart, I try to push it out as far as I can into the world so that the world can benefit from this energy. This energy is pure. So when I do that daily. I meditate on that daily. So when I do that, I set my intentions that whoever needs healing, whoever needs support, unconditional love, and so on, may receive that energy and benefit from that energy. May they understand how to go and download it from the field or source, because it's only a download. And yes, I know I said it's only a download, and maybe you're there going, yeah, it's easy to say, but I don't know how to do it. Tough it out. You're going to learn how to do it, because that's why we're here. If you're listening to your intuition, you're going to figure out how to do this. It's a drawing of the energy from the source or from the field. So you can feel it in your body. I know I do. It's that kind of tingling that goes over all my body, like over everything, all of my body. But when I picture that white, pure energy, like milky, sparkly kind of energy, it doesn't lie. My entire body gets activated. All the cells in my body get activated, and they get ready to receive that and then to purify themselves along the way and then push it out in the world, in the grid. So as we do that, we help other people. We are in service of other people. And it doesn't take any of your own energy. You're just being a middleman. You just transfer as above, so below. You just transfer from below to above. That's all it is. And as we do that, we help people that are awakening right now, or that need to awaken, or that need that energy in their lives. Even if you don't know them, you can have a very, very positive influence on their lives, even if you don't know these people. It's only a matter of intention. So I guess that's why I needed to come on there. I knew it wasn't on here. I knew it wasn't about specifically the solar eclipse, but about that specifically, that being antenna thing and the transfer of energy, being a channel of light. That's really what it means. And we need to be those beacons of light for whoever needs it in the world. And that's how we're going to heal the collective. That's how we're going to heal Gaia. That's how we're going to heal ourselves. Not that I think that we'll reach a time that everybody's healed. Part of me believes that as long as there are human beings on earth, there will be pain and sufferance. Maybe I'm wrong there. Maybe it's my physical body, pulling me in that kind of density. Because if you look at it from the perspective of we're all pure beings, it would be possible to totally eradicate pain. But I don't think we're going to see this in this lifetime. It's just me. Maybe, I hope I'm wrong. So that's it for now. Short video, December energy update. We're going towards the end of the year, so it's a time to make those decisions. So you can follow me on social media at IndigoGirl555 on Instagram, Indigo Girl on Facebook. You can also use my email to reach out if you want a reading at indigogirl555@gmail.com. And until the next time, be well. Oh, and I forgot to say thank you for being here.